Hey, this is Esau Washington with the LevelUp channel. Today we have a real special treat for you. Good friends of mine, I guess more like family. We have Yogi and JRok Joseph, owners of the BoD Shop in New Iberia, Louisiana, my hometown. And we're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about the business, juice, how they got started, the history, father and son being in business together, family, just the whole nine. So, ready?
I got you, man. Let's do this.
All right. So let's talk about the BoD Shop.
The BoD Shop.
Start with an introduction. How you got started?
Well, the BoD Shop was in the making for the last 4 years, bro. When this first started, I'm gonna go ahead and take credit for the original idea. We, for those who don't know, I guess, well, you also be my kids. My kids have a group called Young Hub City. And with their music and everything, I was trying to find a way where he can capitalize and advertise his music through his talents. Because he's like, hands down, like you can ask anybody. Like you take the whole state of Louisiana. If you top 10, like we sports people. If I tell you such and such is the top 10 all-time basketball player, you'd be like, oh wow, you got your Jordan, LeBron, Magic. Top 10, football, you got your Rice, got you. But JRok was always a top 10 dancer in Louisiana. So I was like, we gotta find a way where you can capitalize doing this. I said, why don't we do it through exercise? First thing off the, nah, I ain't doing that. I was like, no, but it's gonna work. Nah, I'm not doing that, Pops. That's.
So you wasn't with it at the beginning?
Yeah, because I was probably, what?
Just made 18.
I was that, okay, yeah. So I'm saying, I'm a young guy, feel me, fresh out of school. The last thing, that you're gonna do will be, exercise as a black guy, but maybe a year into that or so is when I start taking the initiative that what people say, but it doesn't matter. And you follow what you want to do, and that's how you're succeeding your dreams.
Right. So after the journey was, we first went to the city park, New Iberia City Park. We were doing the classes over there, experimental, coming up with some things, everything. After about 2 months over there, I remember, without getting too much into detail, it was December, and I was like, I'd go to the classes and do them, but like the financial part all went to him. And in December, he said,
so you did routines, you did the class, you mean the financial part in terms of running the business?
Right. It's like we would get together, we'd make up the steps, I'd go there and help him teach.
Gotcha.
And whatever money came in, I put in his hand.
Gotcha.
It's like
so he was the treasurer.
He
was the treasurer.
And I wanted to, as a father, one of the greatest lessons that you can teach your children, especially, well, not your children, your son, but is time value and the worth of your example. So I was like, I'm going to push you to the limit to show you that although we're doing this for an hour, like if you can do this 3 times a day and get paid this much per hour, yeah, it works. So at first it was like, man, I'll be too tired. So I wanted to do it where I go, I've been teaching for like 21 years now. I wanted to come from work and go straight and do this to show him that I'm not making no excuses, hoping that eventually he catch on to the fact that, well, no excuses, and it happened. So we went from the city park.
So from there to there, how long was the process from?
4 years to get here.
Gotcha.
4 years. We went from the city park to Generate.
Okay.
Celebrity City.
Okay.
Stayed in Celebrity City for about a year. Shout out to Simona Drexler. I mean, amazing lady who told me that you need to have your own place, yo. Now, anyone who knows me,
all my life, basically.
You know me. It's easier for me to invest my time and talent into other people rather than myself. Everybody has their own self-esteem issues and stuff like that. I've always battled with my own. So it's easy for me to stand behind somebody and push them to the forefront. I mean, that's easy for me. But when I'm in the forefront, I'm not embarrassed. I mean, I'll get up there.
Well, you definitely like that.
Yeah, but, I always took that
Which finds me kind of strange because we went to school together. We went to high school together, we went to college together. And in college, in school, you ain't mind being in the front every dance or every activity or everything we did. Yo was out in the front for everything. So that for me, I guess it's kind of hard to see. But that was on the inside. That was personality.
That was my comfort zone.
Gotcha.
When I'm dancing, that's my comfort zone.
And it is. You know, it really is.
Being that, I mean, the personal, when it comes down to speaking and being in front of people, I have Tourette syndrome. Those that my friends know it, you know, in high school and everything. So, you know, from the involuntary tics to stuttering to whole, like, I didn't like to be in front of people. Mm-hmm. But college, I manned up.
Yeah, you
shout out to Cleon Wilson.
Snoop.
Dude, Snoop.
Shout out to you, Snoop.
Snoop said, man, look. Anyway. Anyway.
And we'll say thank y'all for that, by the way, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the story behind me going to college with y'all.
Oh, yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
I wouldn't have went. At the time, I wouldn't have went if it wasn't for you and Snoop. So
sure enough.
Shout out. Thank you.
Sure enough. But, so, you know, went from JRok, we came to a place called Fearless Soul, which was in New Iberia.
Okay. We're at New Iberia.
The first place was off of Main Street with Melanie Butte, or Booty. She was the, like, JRok put us on the map, and we had people driving from New Iberia as far as like Lafayette at times to come to Celebrity City, and I still didn't grasp it. Mm-hmm. We went over there with her to the Fearless Soul. The place could probably hold about 25 people common. Mm-hmm. That's it. We had classes with 40 people, you know, and
you still didn't get it quite yet.
Still didn't get it.
All right.
She said that you guys are awesome. You know, you guys are awesome. I'm thinking about getting a bigger spot. Would you like to, you know, come? I said, man, if you would, I'm in. We moved to 910 East Main to the new Fearless Soul, a place that could probably hold about 40 people.
Okay.
First class at the gate, 56 people.
Wow.
Biggest class we ever had over here, 71 people.
Wow.
You know, so we rolling. Fearless Soul is awesome. Bam, pandemic. Like, nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw. Anybody can say, oh, I saw COVID. No,
now nobody saw it. I think it hurt a lot of businesses, and I'll say this, especially from in the fitness perspective. Anybody who was involved with fitness and who had a place with a group of people, or whether you owned a gym, or whether you did anything in a group, it was scary because it was like, was going to affect this to a point to where it would even come back in the way that we knew it.
Right.
But you persevered.
Right. Persevered.
How'd you do it?
We went to prayer, definitely prayer, and the fact of doing what you love. We went to where it was at first they just shut everything down. Mm-hmm. We opened back up to phase 1 where you're going to have 10 people in the class. Right. So we were doing live classes at home, from home.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
You're doing live classes to
virtual classes
to keep it up and everything. About late July, mid-August, we went to, I met a lady named Amber and a guy named Gary over at Next Level. Mm-hmm. They were had just opened up what we call New Iberia.
That's about that. Is that here in New Iberia?
Yeah, New Iberia. There's a place we call the old skating rink.
I remember, right on the highway, right by 90.
When we went in there, it was nice, and he had the turf and everything, that demonstration, but we were still in the middle of a pandemic. Mm-hmm. So for the first 3 weeks, you know, we had classes of 3, 4 people, you know. The most we had was 6, 7 people, you know. And it was getting hard, but we didn't give up. You know, we didn't give up. Got an old promotion, Facebook, walk around town, prayer, whatever. One of our biggest supporters, I wouldn't even try to do this without saying, one of our biggest supporters was my late wife.
God bless her.
Kelly George, God bless her soul. She always tell us, Yogi, y'all out there doing all this and that.
But Kel was about business.
Yeah, Ken. Yeah. But like the exchange was, she would say that, and in the back part I was like, yeah, but I still have responsibilities I had to do to maintain things with her. It was, you know, so I didn't see it. He started waking up.
So what was the wake-up call for you? If you don't mind.
Oh yeah, no.
As time went by and we kind of, the classes were, you know, they weren't really there. I kind of sat on it for a bit, so it's kind of like, you know, but I'm doing it. I'm, you know, still having fun, and I went on like, of course I was already doing fitness, but I started really getting into it. I started doing jump rope every day, from 3-4 hours a day, basketball. I was doing all kind of stuff that I wasn't doing before, and I kind of put myself in a mindset towards like, this is what I like doing. I want to do this until I can't do anything else, you know.
Gotcha.
So I just kept going, and eventually numbers came. Once the phases started opening, the numbers came. It got crazy.
I think, and I say this, I think part of it, because one thing I see, because I'm always watching the posts, and I've been knowing y'all, but one thing I think that drives people that I see is the chemistry that y'all have. Y'all have the chemistry that y'all have together. Of course, your father and son, but it's a natural chemistry. When you're on stage, or with, you know, when you're with a group of people, y'all feed off each other, and the energy level is always at a high. So I see people feed off of that. So every time I see the energy level, people, they're up.
Yeah.
They're up and having a good time. So I also see that. So let's continue on about the vision. So what was the hardest part from your perspective of really getting this started? I want to talk about challenges, obstacles, things that got in the way. Because one thing that I'm trying to do, you know, here is paint the picture, because there's a lot of people out there like y'all that have the dreams and they have goals and they're trying to accomplish things and they don't believe they can for whatever given reason. And you guys have a unique story and a pretty good story. And the good thing about your story is it's not just something that you can't see, you can see it. It's in the public eye. And every time you guys are out there, you see a large amount of people. Then people are having a good time. So people are seeing the growth. They're seeing how you went through and made it through COVID. And they're watching you guys start to build a really successful business with really, you know, with a good plan. Like have a good model, a good plan. And people are really, you know, they take part in it and they participate. So what's some of the toughest challenges with starting this?
For me, I feel like, and I like to add this because I feel like this is the most important part for me. Because I'm young, everything is about from bottom to top. What you got, how you got it, you know, what you drive, all that. So everyone around me was kind of like, you know, it's all about what you have materialistically. Me, I never was a materialistic person. And I can honestly say that I really wasn't. I worked for pretty much everything I have. And when I did music, I did clean music. I did clean music.
Yeah.
So that's enough of a challenge in itself as of keeping clean music and trying to promote clean music when everyone, not everyone, but a large amount of people.
You know, when you
97%.
a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing.
If you're not R&B, if you're hip hop or rap, let's just be real. You know, I mean, you ain't gonna see no R&B singing a whole bunch of curse music. You know, it's never. But you're right. A lot of hip hop, in order to really make a transition out, a lot of people go that direction, and that's one thing. Even, you know, with Hub City, your father would always push that we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it the right way, right? And like the saying that we always have is, we're gonna do it. What if your mama see it?
Yeah.
What if your mama see? What would your mama think if your mama watching what you do? So yeah, you're right.
So taking that and realizing that if this is what I want to do, I have to know that this is 100% out of the box. If I went to school with anybody from high school, especially the majority of the people I went to school with, they saw me doing exercise, you know, their first mindset is like, what is this? You feel me? And I had to realize that that's okay.
And not everybody gonna feel
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, not only is that okay, but it's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to do something, and it's like, wow, I got people who like it and people who don't like it. Because from what I gathered, if you have people who like what you're doing, that's awesome. If you have people who don't like what you're doing, I mean, you're really doing something.
You know, there's a saying I always say, you know, with things like that, you know, and I'm not saying it's a selfish vision, but the saying goes, when God gives you a vision, He gave that vision to you. He didn't give that vision to everybody else.
Exactly.
So only you know your vision and what it's supposed to look like. It's not for everybody else. Now everybody else can participate. But at the end of the day, God gave you that vision, or both of you that vision.
Yep.
Not everybody else. So, from your perspective.
From my perspective, it was, I remember the transition. Like when I told you went over to next level, went from 5 to 6, pushed and pushed and pushed. And it was early August. JRok, I mean, my life is my family. Family's everything. You know, I might fail at a lot of things, but what I pride myself is not failing as a father. Trying my best not to fail as a husband. Trying my best not to fail as a mentor, family. He told me, I was like, son, you know, things, you know, pandemic, you know, you might want to get out and get this job, you know. And he says, what I want to do, what I see myself doing for basically the rest of my life is being in the exercise. And he had woke up. When I was trying to tell him what to do at 18, he had finally grasped onto at 20.
How blessed are you? It takes some people a lifetime to realize what their gift is and what they want to do.
Man.
You found it at an early age. You have, well, maybe you do realize how blessed you are.
I promise you, I never understood until I realized some of the people I had that I see every single day who like really, and it really is hard to think about it now, who struggle to find out what they love.
Yeah, what they love and who they are.
Yeah.
And, I'm gonna tell you something. Some people never find out.
That's right.
Who they are, what they want to do, what direction in life they want to take. Some people never find out. Some people get lost in that.
And we what was being, it never was lost because we always appreciated it. But what I had to realize is the core background of people from that city park, from Generac, from Fearless Soul, who's got like to take a place and go from 6 to 30, from 30 in the middle of a pandemic. Made me realize these people really believe in you. People really believe.
So you knew you had it. At that point, you knew you had it.
We knew we had
something.
Right.
With BoD Fitness, we knew we can do it. But the one ingredient, the one thing that was missing, I had wanted him to wake up, and he had woke up. But the one thing that hadn't happened is I hadn't woke up.
Really?
Like I didn't. Like it was easy. It's the easy thing to do is go out there and just do it, you know, and. Words from my friends, Bryson, Cupid, that's my little brother. You know, he was, yo, you have something going on. You have this. You know, you have to invest.
He's very supportive.
Very supportive, man. Vernon,
Doug, you know, the whole circle.
Yes,
the whole
people,
circle.
Jeremy, Fat, Luck. I ain't trying to none of y'all bones. Everybody always was saying, you know. And then what happened is people started bringing other people into my life. You know what I mean? If I sit there and try to name every friend, I would miss one. So but y'all know who y'all are. They came and they started, and I realized we have a core of people, so we can do this. And bam, biggest bomb in my life happened. You know, had to go through a funeral, had to go through a transition, had to go through that. But the words that was told to me, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I'm gonna hold it to the rest of my life. On her deathbed, put her hands to my face and says, you need to believe in yourself. You've been there for me, you've been there for Bryson, you've been there for your children, but you've never been there for yourself. Go out, live your life, do it. You should have your own place by now. Promise me that you're gonna do it. And I said, I got you. She said, because he's ready. And
that was it.
Not even a month later.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's really impressive. So this is my first time coming here. And like I say, I see it online all the time, and I talk to people, and I talk to you, and you see the growth. And I'll just tell you, what you already know. Yeah. But you really have something special here. And what I like, you know, when I walk in, it's not only the place and the chemistry between y'all. We know when I walk in, you have a very good location, and location in business is everything.
Yes, Lord.
But the group of people that come here, you have a mixture of ages, races, professions, you know, people that come here because they believe in what you're doing. You have a quality product, and y'all do you do a damn good job. Yeah. You do a damn good job, and it'll continue to grow. It'll continue to grow. So the next thing I want to ask you, being that you laid the foundation and the platform of how you got started, you know, where you were. Where do you see your business going from this point on? What's the future plans?
The future plans is, people have been telling me lately, which is funny for me, and Bryson, if you laugh at me, you know I'm a bash later, but they're saying, yo, you remind me of Billy Blanks.
Oh no, they do you like that. Huh?
So I was saying, I was like, yeah, like,
really?
Really, like, yeah, time. But I thought about it. I said, you know what?
Who told you that?
A lot of people. we just had a lady who left.
She said,
I ain't calling you Billy though.
But
no, call him Billy.
But hold on,
I ain't calling you Billy.
But when I asked about it, I said, why would you say that? It's my appearance, it's my demeanor. They said, no, it's your motivation.
It is.
They said, you motivate us. So they started speaking that to existence. So I see the BoD Shop growing out and franchising.
That was one of the questions I had for you.
Having like a BoD Shop in other cities, having a BoD Shop, like this summer I'm putting together a 10-city tour. So, you know, we'll get out and try to find some major cities and get out there and show people what we have with BoD Fitness, so they can be like, wow, how can I get this here? And with the foundation, the team that I'm building.
So you're franchising it.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. No doubt.
And
then comes a whole bunch of, and you can do it. And the good thing about it, you have a good support system, you have a good quality product. So you're not barely franchising is next.
Right.
Okay. So for people, and I guess this is a question for both of you, you can give your own perspectives on it. Because one thing I want to circle back, there's a lot of people trying to figure out who they want to be, what they want to do, where they want to go. And I think there are lucky or blessed are those who find that out. And some people and here's the thing, some people find out what they want to do and where they want to go, but they're not quite sure on the path on how to achieve and how to get there.
Right.
So any advice to the young man or young woman or older man or older woman?
You go first, you give your perspective.
I got you.
Looking to try to get to that next level in life, and they're at a crossroads and they're trying to figure out what they want to do and how they want to get there. Any personal advice that you can give to those people? As we say,
level up. I had a gripe with life because I felt that I got cheated. From growing up, I was always told, yo, you're gonna go to high school, you're gonna do good. You're gonna go to college, you're gonna finish, you're gonna do it. So I was blessed to go to school with precisely maybe like 13 of my homeboys from Iberia, you know? And I stood in there, and by the time it came time to walk, it might have been like 2 of us left, you know what I mean? But I did it, and I graduated, and they put the diploma in my hand and say, that's it, you got it. And I expected life to just, yay. Life was like, oh no. I got introduced to something called the entry-level position. Working, supporting myself through college, you know, I was making money, but when you get to doing what you have a degree in, you start it all over. And I couldn't understand that. I had a gripe. So I would say to anybody, there's no one blueprint to success.
There you go.
There's no one blueprint to success. You pick what you want to do. You pray. Like when we were in school, I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm old, but we didn't have like the luxury of having a handheld computer in your hand, which is your cell phone. So you have it now. Yeah.
We didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah, we had
a pager and a payphone.
We had, we was calling 482-60-6080. That's Bancroft. Anyway. Anyway, but that's sad. But anyway, you can create your own blueprint. But the foundation to that blueprint have to be like you have to believe in yourself. You have to make sure that you put in enough work. And my son was the one that showed me I would never discourage nobody from not going to get a trade, you have to better yourself. I tried to do the same thing to him, which my mom and dad did to me, to us, you know? Like, son, you're going to college, do this and this, that. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. And then after he did it, he was like, man, Dad, it's not for me. What you mean it's not for you? That makes no sense.
And it's true. It's not for everybody. Yeah. It really isn't.
And he didn't know how to set a goal, but when he set his goal, it came through. And his goal kind of became my goal. And like one of the craziest things in the world, anybody watching our relationship, going from the little kid when I used to go to class my senior year in college, having him up on my shoulders every class with a little afro, dressing him up in his little blue, calling him my little man and everything, to go into having to where he's like, I can't call him by his first name because he said, hey, we're business partners. We're business partners. So I'm looking at him like, well, you my son, but I call you what I want.
Right.
But, you know, going through that, I see that there's no blueprint, but as long as you put the work in and you build your own foundation, first foundation, you have to pray. You have to pray. You have to believe that you can do it. It might take you till you my age, 26.
Yup.
Hey.
Oh boy, get away.
That's what you want to be.
Yeah, you always. But anyway, nah, man. But it might take you till you get in your mid-40s to understand what your purpose is.
That's right.
You know, but you surround yourself with good people. You surround yourself in prayer, and you surround yourself in family. Like family is like, I found out, like I'm blessed to have a great blood family. Great. Leroy, Janae, Mr. Bucket, Miss Claudette.
Shout out to Mr. Bucket.
I'm blessed to have a great blood family. You know what I mean?
really are.
But I'm also blessed to have a good non-blood family.
Yes.
The Esau's, the Snoops, the Cupids, the Lux, the Bones, the Fats, the Shucks, everybody, my frat brothers. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we that's just across the board. I'll be honest with you, you really are blessed. And a lot of us are, because you have, of course, you have a real tight circle with Cupid and Fats, you know, in Duck and Jay, you have that tight circle. But even outside of that really tight circle, you know, your inner circle, your mom and your father, you know, who also helped me out back in the day when I was looking for some guidance in some direction.
Life has brought me to how I'm creating a new circle.
That's right.
And I mean,
my own. You're the center.
Yeah, and I mean that's new for me. That's new, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm building upon it. And like I said, it's through those combination of circles, through my family, through I call it my dog, through my boys, and through my new circle. Is building that foundation so when I say I want to franchise out, I can really see it happening.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna happen. At the path you're on right now, I don't doubt it. I see it happening, and I think it's gonna be a huge success. You really have something. You have something special. Both of you have something special.
I believe so.
Jay, what's your perspective? So same thing here, you know, and same question from your perspective, because I look at you, you know. Me and Yo came up together, and something I said earlier, you know, is blessed are those who are able to find their gift and what they want to do in life at a young age. You know, sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. And your path is your path. God sets our path, you know, and sets us to walk it, right?
The universe.
But what's your advice to people your age that are trying to find a way and looking to become a success that really haven't quite figured it out yet?
Two things. But first off, I'm gonna start by saying this: elementary, middle school, early high school, not late high school. If you want to talk about being a nobody, feel me? Very few friends, nerd guy, all this other stuff. So I didn't talking wasn't my thing. Being around people, seriously, talking wasn't my thing. Being around people wasn't my thing. Being in front of anything, like, that wasn't my thing. Video games, all that was me to the core. Sophomore, junior, senior, that's when everything started happening. I'm still shy, I'm still quiet. I have people talking to me who I've never seen before in the school, and we would go to school every single day. So that's when I kind of started opening up. So I always had the bottom level of confidence. So with that being said, even though now I have a high confidence, or even if I had a low confidence, there's a job, there's a career, there's a start, a beginning, and an end out there for everybody. What people don't understand is, I think a lot of people get caught up in money. You do need money to be successful if that's what you qualify as success. If you qualify, let's say your goals or your achievements, where you've been, what you're doing, who you meet, that's a whole another part of life that you can get into, and that doesn't require as much funds as other people would like, but it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. My mind is not on those kind of things anymore, because I feel like those things don't set you up to make you happy.
And I tell you, that's a good point you bring. Jesus. You know, you
you work your whole life as a father to hear your son say something like that, man. So I'm you know, I'm the emotional character. Keep my head.
Well, that don't fall far from the tree either. You know, that don't fall far from the tree. I believe in that.
But like I say, he still don't. He still like he get it, but he still don't get it. He has so much more of a story to tell. It's easy for me to say because he's still my son. He's my child. Like I remember the like there's people out there that's dealing with real depression. Like he doesn't see himself as a celebrity in his town when he is.
He is.
He don't under people.
Well, you know what? Because he's humble.
Because he's humble.
Hey, I mind my business. Somebody right now could come up, hey, what's going on, JRok? I answer your question. Hope you have a nice day. And I go about my business. Right. I don't let that stuff affect me.
One of the biggest things, I mean, it's my family story, so I'm not afraid, ashamed to say it. One of the biggest obstacles was this young man right here in the 6th grade contemplated suicide. Yeah. I dealt with depression, suicide in my home.
In the 6th grade, you know, and a lot of people, it's hard for, it's okay. It's really hard for people to grasp 6th grade depression. What do you know about depression? There's a lot of things. It's a lot of things.
And his depression came from being an honor roll student, like smart. And he felt he was too smart. He was getting you're a nerd. He was getting teased because she's smart.
There's a lot of stuff, you know?
So he tried to do the thing that he never did, which is try to fit in.
The opposite, right?
He never, you know, we ain't never ran no street, I say it like that, but just do silly things and then had to find out on his own that, like, I don't need to do this to fit in. But just think how different my life, like think how many 6th or 7th graders, how many 12-year-olds out there who contemplate that, but you can't get to them until it's too late.
Sometimes you do. That's right.
It's too late.
Can't get to
you know what I mean?
Right.
So I was blessed to get to him at that time, and you know, me and his mom spoke some life into him, and then from the life to high school to Young Hub City to success to more success to BoD Fitness to the BoD Shop and now growing whatever, he still has so much more of a story. Like I don't have, you know, I have a story similar, but like coming from, like I wasn't a local celebrity, you know, like he has that. So when he really gets to that point where he's comfortable, I just mean, y'all just get ready because when JRok decides to really move mountains, the mountains gonna move, man.
I believe it.
He has the story.
Well, you have a strong foundation, and like you say, you come from good stuff.
Yes.
You know, down from your parents and your grandmother and your grandfathers, and I mean, you come from good stuff.
I definitely do believe so.
You come from good stuff. So I want to circle to one thing. Okay. I want to go back. Let's talk about.
Hey.
Talk about some of this juice.
I'm gonna leave it to the juice man right there.
Let's talk about juice. Because my first time trying it was today.
That's right.
And I'm gonna be trying it a whole lot. Hey. As I said, where I'm from, look, a whole lot of more.
A whole lot of more.
So
that's crazy.
Let's talk about what got you started with this, what you're doing, what you're offering, and how can the public, the people that are watching this video, get in touch with you to expand or to get what you're selling?
The juice box was originated by a man named Anthony Whitehead. I first got introduced to the juice by Bryson Bernard, by Cupid. We used to be on the road. I stopped at the store. I was on my weight loss journey, so I gave up soda, but I was always getting water. I was a Gatorade, Powerade, like gosh. But he always had this little ugly, funky little lunchbox, and he's pulling out these little juices.
Bryson,
it was a lunchbox. And he's drinking these juices. Like, what is that? That stuff? Oh man, my boy Henry hooked me up. I said, man, all natural. Yeah, man. So it took me to taste one. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is this?
It is good.
Like, what is this? One taste, I was hooked. Reached out to Anthony. And he came down and said, man, you know what, man? I can help you bring the juice box down from Dallas to New Iberia. So me, I mean, still not grasping that concept of like creating stuff. I was like, damn, it's not. Don't worry about it, man. See, all right, a month passed, 2 months passed, 3 months passed. Bam, life changed, January, February. You know what? Let's go ahead and try to bring it down here, and bam, just like that. We got it's an all natural product made from fruits and vegetables. No additives at all, like nothing. And
what flavors?
Oh gosh, we have from pineapple, green spinach and kale, green apple, tangy. We have orange. We have carrot.
You said what? Tang?
It's called a tangy pineapple.
Okay. I know you got tang. Yeah.
Tangy pineapple. Yeah, one called the pom pom or dragon fruit
juice.
All right. Yeah, that's the ever popular pom juice. Man, and but when you read up on it, like Anthony's like probably the deepest cat when you know him, like when you meet him, you're like, wow, because he has that explosive personality, even more than myself. You know,
really?
So he explodes on you. And it's like you know, like he said, man, you know, when God gave us certain things to cleanse our body, God gave us certain things to nourish our body, and it comes from the earth, it comes from fruit. It's not man-made.
It's true.
Now, and I was like, yeah, and I named something, and he said no. And he brought it all the way back to where fruits come from, where vegetables come from,
exactly right.
what they do, what they cure. You know, like the root of every cure is traced back to some kind of root, some kind of fruit, and
the root of it all is you are what you eat.
Yeah, and you are what your body, man. You can expect from your body what you put into your body.
That's exactly right.
You know,
Don't be a hamburger.
Oh,
Don't be a hamburger.
Don't be a hamburger.
Don't be a hamburger.
And you know what started off as like, well, let's give it a try. It turned into something that's become like a lifestyle, man. And like and it works. I have people that do it that say, oh, you know, you have 3 different levels of people. You have people that enjoy the taste and knowing that they're putting something good in their body. You have people that do it as a detox or a cleanse. Like, man, I lost 7 or 8 pounds. Man, I lost 12 pounds. Well,
so people are doing it. That's interesting. So people are actually doing it as a whole supplement because you have all the right stuff in it for a cleanse.
Yes, sir.
And the benefit about what you have with these things, I'm not BSing because we cool. These things are real good. Like they're really. So people are using this as a cleanse mechanism in order to help them lose weight and clean the body as well.
Right.
Fantastic.
And then
level 3.
The third thing would be just a combination of people that just want to, like some people, like I was, I'm not gonna say like a complete, like if you do the vegetables, you can do the vegetable ones as like a meal replacement. But like it's small things you put in. See me, I don't eat vegetables. Anybody that knows me knows. I don't. Green, I'm not eating it. I just don't do it. And it was a way for me to get my greens.
That's right.
Get my vegetables.
Right. And a lot of people do that. They'll juice. It's a lot more convenient, and you can kind of get over it real quick.
Exactly. But I mean, it works. It's natural. It doesn't ruin me. But the feeling after you've had a juice or 2 in you, that natural energy, that natural
sugar.
It's natural. I can't really explain it. I've done the unnatural. I mean, gosh, we've done the Stackers Plus in college to stay. We've done all that. But like, this is a natural boost of. It's like I don't know. It's like putting alcohol on your body and standing in front of a fan. You're like, wow, you just feel it, like, and you just enjoy. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Something else that's real cool with that is God works in mysterious ways, as they say. And the amazing about this is this ties into everything that you're doing, right? So that, and that's the thing about, because you know I'm a fitness guru myself, and that's one thing with fitness. A lot of people, they either do one thing or the other. And I guess you can eat right, because my perspective, eating right is probably like 65-75% of it. 35% of it is or 40% of it is the working out part. And you see people, they'll do all the working out, but they'll get this wrong. But the good thing about what you're doing is you're also offering them an alternative. You're not just saying, hey, work out, but you're giving them some form of an alternative, and also to go along with what you're doing from a physical perspective.
Hand in hand.
It goes, and it does go hand. It goes hand in hand. You gotta have. If you really want to be good, you gotta master both.
I was told this a year ago. I didn't get it. I mean, you have the perfect, I was like, okay, I just didn't get it. But through time and prayer, I'm glad it worked out good. So now it goes hand in hand. You come to the BoD Shop, we have the juices, you know, you try the juices in the middle of class, you can, it's like, it really works. And the fact it fits in, because just like BoD Fitness is good, the juice is good.
It is good.
The juice box
it's good. It really is. It really is. You've done well with everything you've done. So I guess in closing, any question for me or anything else you want to give to the viewing audience about the business, about Juice Company, about where you're headed, just anything else you want to pass on?
I'm gonna let him go after me real quick. Very, very important. I just learned this as in like 2 weeks ago. Don't be afraid to fail. And it's cliche, whatever. Just try stuff. You never know what you're gonna like. Seriously, don't be afraid to fail. When you realize there's a person out there who's gonna pay $80,000 a year to taste chocolate, you're gonna realize, just try something. Just try something. You're gonna have a good time trying it. I promise you will.
Right, and with closing, I like to say that circle, I pretty much named all the people that was important to me. Now, of course, I have the kids, the Beckys, the Keishas, the Sims. I have like the whole little circle that's building me up now. But I'm gonna go out and say this right here. This man right here, y'all don't understand how this dude used to come to my house, to my mom's house for Christmas, and sit on the sofa.
Oh, here we go.
And sing songs to my late grandmother, my mom. He's always telling you have a beautiful voice and everything.
Which I don't do anymore. I think we need to get back.
Yeah, man.
Please do.
Easy was with that dude to sing, and then the silliest dude in college, and we had some good memories, really man. Did. And he's a person that was like I like to take this opportunity to give you your flowers now and tell you that you saw me through a lot of times, not just through this last trial of my life, but throughout the years when I had trials and tribulations. It seemed like you always, like we can go 2-3 months without talking to each other.
We always take our phone, we left off like
drop of a dime.
Right back where we were.
I look at the phone like easy, pick it up. Hey, yo, man, you crossed my mind, whatever. And I got to tell you something I was going through, and you always came back with that positive energy, positive comment, positive. And I mean, all it takes is that positivity to pull people through them positive vibes, like I have on a wall right here. It pull people through. So I want to say thank you for that, man. You, your sister, your family, your moms, your nieces, like we family. We are family.
We are.
I want to say thank you for all that you've done for me and my family, because you'll be surprised what them kind words did throughout the years, man.
Well, it goes 2 ways, and I'll share as well. Thank you too, and thank your mom, and thank your dad, and thank Janae. Thank Lily Roy. Thank everybody, because there was also time in my life where I was confused trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go. And I stayed with y'all for a while. Remember that? I stayed with y'all. Your mom and them took me in like I was one of their own, and never judged, and kept me in and fed me, and I dug in the refrigerator and I ate, and y'all had me there like I was mine, and like I was part of the family. Y'all took me in, and I'm forever indebted to all y'all. So me, whenever y'all need me, I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing, where I'm at, just anything. We family, I'm always there. You take care of those who take care of you, and sometimes you take care of those who don't, but y'all took care of me in my times of need, so I'm forever indebted to y'all. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, man. So I mean, this was great, man. I'm sitting there, my mind be, like I say, I try not to name people because who it is, but I mean,
we're blessed.
You know what? There's a. I'm gonna take this time to say there's a special lady over here at the BoD Shop. When I met her years ago, I gave her the nickname. I don't know why I came with that. I said I was horrible with names, so I called her TT. She lost, I want to say about 45 pounds with the BoD Shop before the pandemic. And her spirit is contagious. Her workout is contagious. Her attitude is contagious. But it's people like you, Jazz, I'm talking about you. It's people like you that make me really appreciate doing the things that I do. We love y'all. We love the people. Like, these words on this wall mean something to me. Positive vibes go from what I say with you. Like, people like you bring into my life. You know, I'm surrounded by positive vibes. When I say inspire, we are here trying to inspire and leave a mark on this world. Believe that come from this dude right here, because, you know, like I said, that's my son. I always believed in him, but I realize now that he always believed in me. He looks back at me, and when you walk through that door, the last word on that word, the most important word in my life, and when you become a part of the BoD Shop, the word family, man. Like, this is what we're all about. We're not going nowhere. We're here to stay. We'll be here. If we do move anywhere, we'll be moving to a bigger location because we need a bigger spot.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to grow with the juices. The juice box is going to grow. BoD Fitness is going to grow. The same energy. Like, there's no one can say they came to our place and say they felt cheated.
Oh no,
they felt cheated of the energy, because we're going to give you the energy, and it's a natural energy.
It really is.
It's natural.
It really is. I was impressed. Well, I want to tell you, much respect to both of y'all.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see where this thing is going. I think it's going to go to the top. I know it's going to go to the top. You brothers are positive brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Father and son, a great team, and you know the sky's the limit. So
that's my dude, man. I love him. That's my legacy right there, man.
Much respect, man, for the camera. As we say, level up.
Shout out to my kids, Sydney, Simone, Bree, Kalani. I'm about to be a grandfather, y'all. Lil Kobe.
Hey, for real.
Lil Kobe, man. I love y'all, man.
All righty. Deuces.